everybody, it's Selenica. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just going through a little lifestyle session that I did earlier this month. So with a model named Lauren, I'll have her link in the description at the bottom. But yeah, I accidentally hit time-lapse on my GoPro, so I don't have the video from the actual session itself. So this kind of looks framey and sped up. That's because I'm slowing down that time-lapse video. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and tell me if you like this format of me speaking over the video and kind of telling you guys what's going through my mind. So right here, this is the beginning of the session. I had her sit on that bench and kind of look at me with different angles, trying to catch that light nicely on her face. This is just a nice warm-up exercise just to get to know her and get some giggles out. So I hope you like these images coming up. Next, I had her sit on that bench again, but from a different angle, so I'd get some neat backlighting. I feel like I could have had her position her legs a little bit better in this section, but I'm pretty happy with how the pictures turned out. Now I had her sit on that orange couch. That was the first thing I saw when I went into the Savereign plant shop. It's a beautiful shop. I also have the link to them in the description for you to check them out. But here, I think we had some really cool sitting poses on our Pinterest board that we had put together, and I loved these angles, and especially her leaning over onto her knee. I thought these were some really cool poses. So next, I was shooting through these plants right here. I was just trying to get some foreground blur of those green plants and having her look outside of the window so I get some nice contrast onto her face versus the darker couch and background. With these next shots, I had her sit on the edge of the couch and lean over right into my camera, and I really loved the composition of these with the plant on the left and her on the right. So here I'm actually switching to my 85mm to get some depth, a little bit more depth, bring the background a little bit closer to her. And so you're gonna see I have her stand in the corner kind of near that door where the light's coming in, and I wanted to get a picture of her holding that plant in her hand. And so I had her look down at it, look up at me, and smile, and do a few different variations on that. I love the wider shots, or the horizontal shots. So this next portion, I have to say, it was actually a little bit tough for me. So most of the pictures that I took, I'm shooting through this window here into the store. Most of the pictures I took, I actually did not like. But I just got one shot that was actually perfect, and it was really the framing of her face, like the shadows and reflections lined up perfectly so that it just looked a lot better with her face than most of the other ones were. And sometimes you have those errors and you gotta just keep trying and get the right picture. So next here, I really liked the lights of these over these shelves on this right side of the store, and so I wanted to kind of get a big wider shot, so I decided to use my 24mm, and we looked up a pose in our Pinterest board, a nice bigger pose. I think I had told her specifically that while we were setting up here. And so you'll see she'll kind of have her leg out forward to me for some of it, and that is the shot that I really liked, with her leg out towards me. So she looked at it and I think she was like, oh, let me change my leg or something. So we changed up the pose a little bit right there, and then that was really the shot for me that I loved. So this next portion of the session was my absolute favorite. So it'll be this next segment of images and the following. And honestly, I think this one in particular, with her in the corner here next to the cactus, the lighting was just really good. And I'm really glad that I was able to, we were able to get that particular shot. And she did a great job. You can see like how much she's moving, especially with the video, how it's kind of sped up. But when models do that, you get a lot of good shots. So again, I loved these images right here. I had her sit down kind of amongst the plants. I really wanted to get like kind of her being surrounded by the plants, so I thought it was perfect to have her sit right here. And then I had her kind of put her hands over her knee. You can see me telling her, or the Pinterest image that we were going off of, telling her how to position her arms right there. And then I got some lower and higher angles, and I liked both of them, especially with the disco ball in the background. It just looked really neat. Tell me what you guys think about all of these images and the setting. Like, I thought this was my absolute favorite setting I think I've ever shot a model in. And yeah, I thought these turned out pretty cool.
Maybe like standing holding one plant?
Like that?
Yeah, like a bigger one. I could hold a bigger one and just try that.
And it would be cool to do it along this line.
Okay.
I'll try to do my best to get up here. Oh, that's great. That looks like just like that image. Do how you were leaning your head again?
How was I?
Like this way?
This?
And you have a hair like right.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
You don't want to mess up the plant.
And just tilt your head back.
Okay.
Oh yes, this is great. Do you guys want a picture together?
Sure.
Done. Oh God.
You can do it right there.
Long day.
Okay. What should I do?